Hey guys, so I want to talk about a video today of why we became passionate about health. Because that wasn't always a thing with us. We weren't always passionate about health. If you've been following us for a bit, I've mentioned before that I used to be about 60 pounds heavier, 65. There's actually a video clip of it, and in the video, You Can Change the World. By the way, you got to check that out. It should be up here somewhere. You Can Change the World. There's a mini clip of me heavier, of me talking in that little music video. So we didn't always be into health. Why did we get in? What made us get into health? This is only in the last 5 years, 4 years. Let's talk about that. What kind of started it?
I think it was kind of small changes here and there. So like we started to learn about GMOs, and then we started to learn about Monsanto, and then we just learned about just watch different documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I remember our sister introduced us to Food Inc.
Yeah, Food Inc. We watched.
That was like the first real health video we watched.
That was the first one I ever watched.
That's a great video because it not only talks about factory farming, but it talks about other things, GMOs, just how the food system is so messed up.
Just some documentaries started watching, just learning stuff, researching stuff kind of online, learning about different problems in our food systems. And then I remember I was never into, meat and stuff like that, but I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go a year without eating meat because I didn't like it that much anyway, so I thought, well, it's not gonna be that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that, and we watched Vegucated and
went vegan
overnight over that. And even then we still didn't know what we know now.
No.
That was a whole different thing. So then after that video, we went vegan, and then you just started becoming
more health conscious.
You're becoming joining these
groups.
It
started before we became vegan even.
Yeah. So, just started with like health and fitness, and just kind of wanting to start to do more fitness and start to do more
even
running.
Something like The Biggest Loser inspired. It's like, seeing all the overweight people on the show, and it's like, well, you know what, I can lose some. They're
doing a marathon.
People are getting down to under 200 on the show. It's like, man, I'm over 200. These people are over 300, and now they're under 200. I need to get under 200.
So yeah, and just starting just to like think about kind of what you eat more. I'm trying to incorporate more vegetables. Even when we weren't vegan, I was trying to incorporate more salads and vegetables, but
our salads used to be pathetic.
I didn't know how to do that the best.
It was like spinach and onions only.
And a couple peppers. But
now
just trying to learn how to do different things like that to incorporate more vegetables and just research, I think.
Yeah. So I would definitely consider us health nuts. I would definitely, compared to the average person, and everybody looks at us that way too. Our friends and family, they all know. They all know, oh man, there's Jake and Sarah. They're pretty we're known for being pretty extreme in the way we live our lifestyle.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. I'll talk to my sister. It's like, well, do the Californians do this stuff too? Because she knows some people from California, and now California's more into health and stuff. She's like, no, they don't even do that. Nobody does what you guys do.
There might be someone else out there.
I'm sure there are. I think some of the people we follow online are. So, it's gradual changes. Realizing I need to lose weight. Learning that America's number one killer is heart disease. Cancer is number 2. Diabetes is 7. Just learning that we've been set up for failure. Our school lunches at Children's are awful. Soda and sugary stuff is highly promoted. That stuff, they pay millions of dollars to fight against that stuff. Millions of dollars have been fought to fight GMO labeling. We don't have labels on them.
Yeah, I think that comes down to just, we just learning that no one else is out there. The government, the food companies, they're not out there to help you get healthy and to help promote this. They're against it. They don't want you to learn this information, so
they sure don't.
So you gotta find it on the internet, you gotta find it on YouTube, you gotta find out, you research it for yourself, these studies. And I mean, they're not out there promoting Colin Campbell's, China study and all these documentaries, and Dr. McGregor. They're not out promoting all this stuff. So you have to go and find these researchers and follow them and learn all this stuff on your own, and it just makes you passionate, because
It does.
you're just like, well, you know, no one else is teaching me this stuff. They're not learning it in school. It's not on the news. So you have to learn it yourself, and our government and everything is against it. So it just wants to make you more passionate about
Like,
teaching others about it too.
for example, plant-based diet is shown to reverse heart disease. It can actually do that. Dr. Michael Greger, as in his book, How Not to Die, he has all kinds of information. Like, I mean, this is our #1 killer. This is reversible. It's almost like we're taking suicide pills. Nobody wants to do that.
It's shown, it's documented that people have gotten rid of it.
You can completely reverse our #1 killers. Cancer is another one I think can be prevented, at least. A little harder. I think that's a little harder to reverse, but absolutely prevented. If you don't believe me, you got to start researching more and more about health, and you'll find that information out there, like that this stuff is at least 99% preventable. That heart disease is at least 99% preventable. You got to do the research into it, and you'll find it, right? It was small changes. It started like, I'm overweight. These people on The Biggest Loser got skinnier than me. I need to lose weight.
Can't run a mile.
Couldn't run a mile. I've always been decently fit, actually, being able to do pull-ups and run a mile, and I've always been able to run a mile in at least 8 minutes, which is pretty good, even when I was heavier. Being introduced to Dr. Furman, when we got introduced to him, his G-Bomb diet, need more veggies. Food Babe was another one. You know, we got artificial colors, we got other artificial flavors, we got caramel coloring, we got dough conditioners, we got MSG in our food, and they put the sugar in food to make you addicted. Processed food companies hire mathematicians and scientists to put the right ratios of sugar, fat, and salt in their products to get you addicted. I mean, learning all this stuff, learning that we're set up for failure, learning that heart disease is the #1 killer, which can be reversed and prevented, learning all this kind of made us passionate. Realizing that our #1 killers can be prevented, and they're not being prevented. They keep going up. Obesity rates keep growing up. Cancer rates are going up. Heart disease is going up. America, man, it's 1 out of every 3 Americans is overweight. Another 1 out of 3 is obese. And those rates are continuing to rise. But I think I've read somewhere by the year 2050, I think half, if not more, Americans are supposed to be obese by the year 2050. So that's our lifetime. That's what me and Sarah should still be around in 2050. I mean that's crazy. How I can't even imagine that.
It makes you, I think I've become more passionate too, and just because, you know, the medical industry, all they care about is, you know, helping you get it through your chronic diseases. And here's a pill. Here's a little drug.
Yeah, this It's
so simple.
That's another good example. I feel like,
but you can't market that on money.
When you go to the doctor, any problem you have, you're given a pill, and perhaps drugs have their place at times, but are they giving you any side advice? Are they working with you to get off? If you take high blood pressure, is the doctor helping you get off?
They don't want you to get off it, because they're going to continue to buy their drugs.
Is the doctor giving you advice on how to get off of that? That's fine that you're on blood pressure medication, but is your doctor helping you get off that?
No, they're just telling you they're going to take this for the rest of your life.
You're diabetic. Is the doctor trying to help you reverse diabetes? See, and that's what it comes down to, and I don't see that happening. That's fine that they put you on insulin. That's fine that they give you that. That's fine that you need medication to survive. But are they helping you reverse it? Are they looking into the scientific literature and helping you reverse to this stuff? Are main doctors doing that? And I don't see that happening. I just see pills, and like I said, that's fine.
Drugs.
But if you're not helping somebody reverse it, and it can be reversed, and there's documented studies on it.
No drug is a cure. All it does is it helps dull the pain,
relieve current symptoms. It seems
it's not gonna cure.
It always has side effects, which are always toxic to the body.
Some of the pills cause cancer.
that could be a whole nother video. So, you know, medicine's fine, but if I feel like somebody shouldn't be on high blood pressure medication for 5 years. The doctor should be writing you an exercise plan, a diet plan, and helping you reverse it. And then, hey, your heart's better now. You don't need this anymore. Or, you know, have you ever heard of doctors talk to you about eating beets or spinach or arugula to give yourself nitrates to help nitric oxide to help lower your blood pressure? I've never heard
adaptogen herbs in your diet.
You don't hear that from a traditional doctor. Like, you can lower blood pressure naturally by eating spinach, arugula, and beets. You can actually lower your blood pressure naturally doing that. And is it even encouraged to exercise and do high intensity interval training and run 30 minutes a day? Get your heart rate up because your heart is a muscle. It's a muscle.
You gotta work it.
So if you work it, it'll get stronger. You can reverse heart disease. You can reverse this high blood pressure problem. Don't let anybody tell you can't reverse that stuff, because it is.
No, it's false. It's been proven. It has been done.
So what it really comes down to is it was gradual changes, learning about this, learning about that. Our food system's corrupt. We got GMOs, we got MSG, we got artificial flavors, colors, excessive amount of sugar. We got processed meats, which cause cancer. We got all these problems, and there's being nothing done. There's nothing being done to taught about it. It's not being taught to our kids. It's not being taught to our future generation. It's all up onto us. It seems like the only truly way to be healthy is to be passionate about health. Because if you don't care what you eat, if you don't care to drink water, if you don't care to exercise, if you don't care to get proper sleep, it seems like you're going to wind up like every other American.
Yep.
Dead, sick, living the rest of your life in a hospital, constantly going into the doctor, needing to visit a doctor, not being able to go...
Living on drugs,
living on drugs constantly, being on 20 medications a day, just living a low quality of life, not being able to enjoy your life, not being able to get out of this chronic disease mess. It's just...
Not getting your sunshine, your vitamin D, your fresh, clean air.
It's like we're not taught these basics of health.
So that's what we're here to do. We want you to be healthy.
We do, because let's be honest, life sucks if we're unhealthy and we have a low quality of life. How can you enjoy life if you don't have any health to enjoy it? How can you enjoy it? And it's just, there's just so much corruption. I feel like we're not taught what true health is, and I feel like I see very few healthy people. Yeah. I feel like I very rarely run into somebody that I'd say, hey, wow, that person looks good, they got a good body, they don't have any problems. It seems like everybody has something. And I just, you know, diabetes in children, we have that now. You guys know that at one point that wasn't a thing? That was not a thing at one point. Cancer is a thing in children now.
Infants are born with is it cardiovascular problems or high cholesterol or high blood pressure?
I mean, Dr. Greger even has information.
That's really bad.
Let's finish this video, Sarah. Come on.
Okay.
We're almost done. Dr. Greger has information on his channel and on his websites, like, you know, heart disease is beginning when you're a child.
Yeah,
it's beginning. So, I don't know. It's just, we've been born to fail. And that's kind of what made us passionate. Is we're born into a system that is, we're meant to fail, we're meant to be sick, we're meant to be overweight, but we're not meant to be overweight, we're not meant to be sick. Yeah. And it seems like unless you're passionate about it, you're gonna wind up with all this stuff. So we just don't want to be another American statistic. Overweight, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, heart disease, cancer. We just don't want to be your typical American. And stay on this channel, guys. We're gonna do lots of inspiration, lots of health videos. If you want to take your health to the next level, definitely subscribe to our channel.
Give it a thumbs up.
Do a thumbs up. We do healthy recipes every single week because again, it's hard to be healthy, and diet is one of the most...
share this video with your friends on your Facebook and on your social media.
Share it if you don't mind. And we're here to help people get healthy. We're here to show people how to make delicious plant-based recipes that are good, give you life, and will keep you healthy.
Always comment down below with questions.
Yes, absolutely. And if there's a health topic you want us to do, we'll absolutely do it. We have some in the back of our mind that we already want to do for the future. But if you have some ideas, definitely let us know. We'll stay hydrated, stay healthy, eat lots of whole foods, treat others the way you want to be treated, encourage one another, and build each other up, and you will do great. This video is done because Sarah's got to pee like crazy.
Yes. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.